Reeling in a spinnaker refers to the process of lowering and retrieving a spinnaker sail from a sailboat. But for me, it refers to the process of filming the first ever spinnaker for my channel in the Challenger Automatic, which is a recent release from the brand. There is a massive bulging elephant in the room here, and amusingly, rather than referring to a sapphire crystal, it's actually called a sapphire lens on the website, which is exactly what this is. And it's a really fun detail that's clearly not for everyone. But let me tell you this, if your eyes are getting weaker, it's a pretty decent aid built in for your pleasure. If you're wanting to film this or photograph it in general, then prepare yourself for immense pain in reflection hell. I kindly received this one for the channel and I don't have to send it back, but other than that, no restrictions at all, so you'll get my goods and bads today. I have to be honest and say I've never been that interested in this brand since, with respect, they've always seemed a little generic. So when they reached out, I asked for this one, which I think is anything but. You can get this in green, blue and red, but I think this mist grey is the most easy to live with every day, and I really like it on the included rubber strap. Another amusing fact for us microbrand fans is the League of Microbrands Facebook group that seems to get a weekly question from new joiners if this is considered a microbrand, to be immediately shut down with a no and lots of frowning. This is a brand owned by the Dartmouth Brands, which is a UK business that owns, amongst others, Aviate, Thomas Earnshaw and a whole heap of others. Anyway, let's get this watch inside and we'll see if it's any easier to film. So once again, it's a difficult one to film both outside and inside, and I had to remake my entire lighting situation here to not have everything be completely unwatchable. The watch is delivered on Bracelet, but the rubber strap is a much better fit in my opinion, so that's what I filmed it on. This watch comes in at 42mm diameter and 49 lug to lug. Lug width is 20mm, and it's 18mm thick, including the crystal lens, but really only about 12.5 or so without it, so it is a whopper of a glass. On the strap is 124 gram and water resistance is perhaps a little surprising, quote unquote only 300 meters. This hammered look on the dial is awesome looking in my opinion. It's a great texture that creates some interest, and the large logo 12 is not too overbearing at all despite its size. This is a big watch after all. Holds up pretty well to close-ups too, as does the automatic and 300 meters at just above the 6. The large lume field and applied indices are good too, as are the hands. Another in-your-face big design with an hour hand that looks a bit like a beer opener. The blue color matches the seconds hand with the automatic, and that's a nice touch too. So despite all the distortion here from all sorts of angles, it's actually nicely legible from all angles other than the sideways. This massive crystal that covers the dial is fun, but is it something I would personally want to live with every day? I'm not sure. I think the novelty would wear off, but tell that to the people that already made sure the red and blue versions of this one sold out almost immediately. There is clearly an audience here for this model. The die bezel is all lumed as well, and we'll come back to that. It's not an easy one to set, which may loosen up over time, but either way, you'd need to set this one on the boat before descending if you're actually tracking time spent underwater. The case is nicely curved and comfortable therefore, brushed with chamfered edges, and since all strap supplies are quick release, no need to drill the lugs. The cyan screw down crown is good to use, and whilst it could be a tad larger, it's a good approach. Turning this around, we don't get to see the Seiko NH35 that powers the watch, and that's fine. They're not too exciting to look at, but very good movements with 41 hours power reserve and easy to regulate, service or even replace. I cannot for the life of me work out what the back is, but maybe sails, and you can just see the logo too. The rubber strap is really very good with signed hardware and quick release. You'll find these curves near the watch end that are designed to compensate for water pressure, and for normal people it's an attractive feature that adds a bit of texture and interest. Now the bracelet is not bad per se, but it's very 3 to 4 years ago. Push pins, no quick adjust in the buckle, and generally very of its time, which is not this time. I am not saying it's bad at all, but we have micro brands delivering more for less, so this needs an update in my opinion. The greenish grey really pairs best with grey straps, but here are a couple of options to check out for you. The Lume is good, but it actually fades very quickly, and I would have loved to see a couple more layers here to make it look better a few hours into the night. My first impression of Spinnaker is pretty good. I like brands that take risks in addition to their core offering. I think you already know if you want this on your wrist, and at $445 including delivery, it is mostly affordable to all us watch fans. That big bubble is a quirk that's not particularly useful as such, it's just there for fun. It's not like the deep sea Rolex or Omega watches with their enormous bulges that are meant to survive the Mariana Trench. No, this is here for aesthetics only and to be a fun little conversation starter at the pub. So what do you think? Is this one that you'll be adding to your watch collection? Do let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.